Hi, I'm Ali. Today we're here to visit a Buddhist traditional temple. So shall we go? I was born in Montreal, Canada, and now I've been living in Korea for 3 years, long enough to call it home. I came here to study Korean history, and it's been quite the journey. Lately, one thing I keep hearing about is something called Templestay. It's popular with young people, not really for religious reasons, but because it offers some things we all need, a break from everyday life. I grew up in a big Muslim community, so I've always been used to going to the mosque. But today I'm trying something completely new, finding peace in a Korean Buddhist temple. We're going to Cheonchuksa. Cheonchuksa Temple isn't exactly easy to get to. You have to hike for about an hour from the base of a mountain just to reach it. Back home, mosques were always right in the middle of town or close to where people live. So this idea of a religious space that you can only reach by walking through the woods, that's completely new to me and honestly kind of amazing. So I just changed into these Templestay outfit. They didn't have exactly my size, but it's pretty comfortable. Wow, look at this. These are really beautiful. Korean temples are covered in these vibrant patterns that we see here. We call them dancheong. The way Korean temples are painted, dancheong, is made up of 5 striking colors, each carefully arranged into repeating patterns. Every color and symbol holds its own meaning. But it's not just decoration. Since Korean temples are traditionally built from wood, dancheong also helps preserve the structure and protect it over time. In Islamic culture too, we have something similar. Mosques are filled with beautiful arabesque designs. Because Islamic art avoids depicting people or animals, these patterns became a creative and spiritual expression that developed over centuries. In a way, both styles show how different cultures found their own way to express the sacred in a somewhat similar way.
네, 알리님 여기 온다고 애쓰셨습니다. 힘들지 않았습니까?
It was a bit hard actually, but we finally made it to the top, so I'm so happy now.
올라온 만큼 이제 보람도 느끼고 행복함을 느끼는 좋은 곳입니다.
Thank you so much for the tea, first of all, and really I can feel the peacefulness and the calmness.
불교적인 어떤 체험이나 경험을 하고 싶어하는 특별한 이유가 있습니까?
I studied Korean history, so I've always been interested in Korean culture too and its religions. So I've always wanted to come to a traditional Buddhist temple in Korea. I'm starting to understand why temples are nestled in the mountains like this. It's very, very peaceful, and at the same time, you can see that the human architecture kind of coexists with nature in here. It's really, really beautiful. If Cheonchuksa Temple was surrounded by nature, this one here has a different type of stillness to it. One that blends in the city, and that is absolutely amazing to feel. Here, I'm at Jogyesa, so shall we go in? Jogyesa Temple is the main temple of the Jogye order, which is the most well-known school of Korean Buddhism. It was originally established in 1910 under the name Cheonchuksa Temple, and over time it has gone through many changes. Today, more than just being an old religious site or popular tourist destination, it offers a moment of stillness right in the heart of a busy city like Seoul. Mosques can also be found in busy cities like this one. However, their design is mostly simple and practical in my experience. In Jogyesa, however, it's very colorful and quite vibrant. This feeling here is very special. So I think it's amazing that you can find this in the middle of the city, and also quite interesting that people can just walk in whenever they want. One of the things you often get to try during a temple stay is singing bowl meditation. These bowls originally come from the Himalayan region, but now you'll find them even in Korean temples too. They help people slow down, find their breath, and ease into stillness. Wish lanterns come from an old Buddhist tradition where people offered their hopes and prayers to the Buddha. Over time, these lanterns took on a more personal role, becoming a way for people to write down and express their own wishes. These days, it's common to write your thoughts on small slips of paper and hang them on a lantern like this. Honestly, I didn't grow up in a tradition where I have to write my wishes down on a piece of paper, but as I was doing it, I felt like I was looking inward, even for just a moment. It was a great experience. After walking through those two temples today, I found out that even though mosques and temples are so different, they have the same reason for people to come to them, which is have self-clarity and gather with their community. If in Cheonchuksa Temple, the stillness comes from the mountain embracing the temple, in Jogyesa, it's a calm that you find in the middle of the city. So they both have their own way to bring peace to you. I'm walking away today with so many new impressions and a peaceful, quiet kind of energy. If you ever find yourself in Korea, why not take a moment to step into a temple like this? You might just feel the same stillness settle into you too. شكرا إنه كنتوا معنا اليوم ومع السلامة.